There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm going to be doing my dream all-star cast. I feel as if ZEUS now has enough shows that they can make an all-star ensemble cast. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you guys think about some of my picks. And also leave your comments down below of who you would want to be on an all-star cast if ZEUS were to do one. Please keep in mind some of my picks are all based off of 1, athleticism, 2, their relationship with ZEUS, and 3, storyline. So I won't be able to put people on my dream cast that have a bad relationship with ZEUS because ZEUS won't end up casting them because they don't F with them. So keep that in mind for your picks also in the comments down below. So one of the first picks I'm going to start off with, you guys, is Island Boy. So Island Boy, I believe, would be a good choice to be picked to be on the cast, and that's due to 1, his athleticism. The boy is known for track, okay? His Instagram name starts with track FU for you Jameson or something to that sort. So the boy athleticism cannot be denied. I feel like he would make a really good competitor. Of course, an all-star cast has to do with competition, so it'd be a lot of physical competitions. So I think he would excel really, really great with that. And also for storyline purposes, I plan on including some people he either is in a relationship with or has some type of dealing with. Okay, so that in itself would make a really, really good show. So that's why I believe Island Boy should be casted too. Plus, we need some more iconic quotes and more funny moments from him. You know, I love to hear, you know, Island Boy go off on his tangents or whatever. Like I could already imagine him like, that's why you're going up for elimination. Okay, I'm putting you up, Miss Girl, because you wanted to nominate me. Okay, and I'm gonna put you up. Okay. So I could already picture that in my mind. So that's another main reason why I would want him to be put on all Stars. Okay, my next pick, you guys, is Savage, aka Rel. Okay, so Rel, you guys, I think would be a really, really good pick too, is because lately he said he's been going to the gym lately. He's actively looking for a gym partner, y'all. So if y'all want to get involved with the Bobby Boys, make sure you guys hit him up. Okay, so I think he would be a good pick too. Also, due to his relationship with Island Boy. So if you guys don't know, Go Hard, which is Island Boy's boyfriend, okay, had been in a relationship with Savage. So him being in the house with Island Boy, I want to see how him and Island Boy sort of reacted, especially after that reunion that just finished airing. So I want to see a little bit of that storyline play out. And also, I think for the way he's built, I think he's not the most athletic, but it seems as if he would be able to hold his own in the house. So that would be good to see on the show as well. Okay, my next pick, you guys, is Go Hard. So Mr. Go Hard, you guys, is someone I want to see on the show because he's in a relationship with Island Boy. Okay, so they're a couple together, and then you already know he has the beef with Savage. I do think he'll be able to hold his own athletic wise in the house, and I don't think him and ZEUS have a bad relationship. I would say the only thing that would prevent Island Boy and Go Hard from being casted on ZEUS All Stars would be Bobby, but I think they would be smart enough to know, like, hey, this is going to attract viewers, so Bobby, you're going to sit this one out. And also, I wanted to let you guys know, in my Dreamcast, I'm not including any producers of the show. I don't think for an All Stars version of ZEUS, if they were to do one, none of the producers would agree to doing it, such as Natalie, such as Jocelyn, such as Bobby, such as Chance, which ZEUS doesn't even mess with Chance anymore. So keep that in mind also. So that's why I would cast Go Hard. I want to see that storyline play out, baby. Okay, my next cast would be Mr. Gutta K. Okay, I would cast Gutta K because of strictly storyline purposes. I don't think he's the most athletic, and he doesn't have a bad relationship with ZEUS, but some of the other cast members that I'm going to name throughout the cast has a direct storyline dealing with him. Plus, he has given us iconic moments, just the little bit of camera time that he did get on Bad Boys LA. So I think he would make a really, really good cast member just based off of that as well. Okay, so what do you guys think? My next cast member that I would choose is Anthony Uncensored. So Anthony Uncensored, to me, has a direct storyline with Gutta K, right? So him and Gutta K had a falling out after Bad Boys aired based off of stealing of sandals and all sorts of things. So I think that storyline would be really, really interesting to see because we haven't seen them in the same space since that falling out has happened. We've seen Gutta K kind of threaten Anthony online, but they've never been able to link. So I think that'll make a really, really good storyline. Okay. And he has a great relationship with ZEUS. That's like Natalie Nunn's like bestie. And also his athleticism. I don't think he's the most athletic because he gets the surgery instead of hitting the gym. So hey, I don't blame him because I'd do it if I had the money too. But I think just off of storyline, he should be casted. So my next cast member that I would love to be on my dream ZEUS All Stars is Derell, aka Derell. I think I would make a good component to the cast. Okay, Mr. Derell to me has a direct storyline with Gutta K. So not only did Gutta K fall out with Anthony, he also is not really messing with Derell as well. I don't think they really had a falling out, but Anthony and Derell are very close, so guilty by association. So I want to see that whole storyline play out, how Gutta K is going to be interacting with Derell as well. Plus, Derell has given us some funny moments on Bad Boys LA, so I think that would be kind of good to see them on the show once again. And also, Derell has hit like some bad times in his life recently, so we kind of want to hear a little bit more about that and see who's really, really hungry for the money that they would be competing of. My amount that I think that they should set for this All Stars is $100,000, just how they did on Bad Girls Club All Star Battle. Okay, so that's who I would want to be casted next. So my next cast member, you guys, that I think should be casted on the show is Jonathan Wright. So Jonathan Wright to me should be casted just off of the storyline again with Gutta K. Jonathan is cool with Gutta K, but also cool with Anthony and Derell. So I would want to see whose side he would pick in this whole beef because I would see them beefing in the house if they all were casted at the same time. Plus Jonathan, he's very, very strong. Even though he's not the skinniest or the most built, he is hefty. So that nigga, he could flip an MFer over, okay? So he'll be able to kind of compete with them and keep up with the girls on the show. So I think that's why Jonathan will make a good cast member. Like I said, he has a good relationship with ZEUS as well too. If this cast was based off of just not the relationship with ZEUS, I would include Milan in this list, but you guys already know Milan is ZEUS's number one enemy, so he's not going to be casted at all. Okay, my last cast member for the guys is Prince Hip Hop Miami, and I know you guys are probably thinking, wait, Prince hasn't been casted yet. He's never been on a ZEUS show. I did hear on the rumor mills, guys, that he is going to be on Bad Boys Houston, so I would include him because Prince, to me, he just screams trouble, and I just know he would get into it with somebody in the house. So I would cast him just based off of that for storyline purposes. Okay. Next person that I would cast for the All Star battles is now we on to the girls. Okay, now we on to the girls. So the next girl I would cast is Krishan. So Krishan to me, of course, has to be included in All Star battle. The girl used to do every sport known to man before she met Blueface. So she would be very good at it. She has, gained a little bit of weight and she hasn't, been out there in the field. She's been out here in the field drinking and fighting, but not out here in the field, running track and catching balls in the air. So that would be kind of hard for her to compete, I think. But I think her athleticism gene would kick in and the girl would kick butt in the competition. Okay, so that's why I'd include her. Plus, you already know anywhere Krishan goes, drama follows. So that would be good storyline purposes just based off of that. All right. So my next pick, you guys, would be Stunner Girl. So Stunner Girl, since has casted on Baddies West, has been a huge drama. So every day we hear a new story about something dealing with Stunner Girl and Tommy, Stunner Girl doing this, Stunner Girl doing that. So I want to see her on the show to see what she can bring athleticism wise. It seems as if ZEUS loves her because they're keeping her on the show and they're promoting her and they're kind of pushing her out there already. So I think that would be a really, really good addition to the cast as well. And for storyline purposes, for my next cast member, that's why I want Stunner Girl on there. So the next person I would want to be casted is Tommy Lee. So Tommy Lee, you guys, would be the perfect cast member just based off of her beef with Stunner Girl. You already know her and Stunner Girl do not get along, right? And Tommy Lee, to me, she screams to me the person that's very competitive. Her and Lemmy seem to have a closer than usual relationship, in my opinion. And, ZEUS loves her. So I want to see that play out between her and Stunner Girl and to see how she gets out there in the field and not smacking fans in the face, okay? My next cast member would be Rollie. Okay, and I know you guys are probably thinking, Rollie, how's she gonna compete? She can't. She wouldn't be able to hang. Listen, every show we all need, especially a competition show, we all need like the comedic relief of why they can't do certain competitions and stuff like that. You already know Rollie's a little bigger. She's a bigger girl. Okay, so I think with that we get some comedic relief because some of the physical competition she'll probably be the first one to get eliminated from each of them. So I think that would be very, very funny to sort of see. That's why I would want Rollie to be casted just based off of that. Plus Rollie too is another drama queen in itself, and I think would get into it with some of the girls in the house. And I would cast her for storyline purposes as well. Wait on the next cast member, and I'll tell you why. Next cast member I would cast is Yoda. So Yoda, you guys, would be someone I would cast due to storyline purposes because her and Rollie, I don't think get along the most. Also, due to this recent video that was aired with her and Biggie laughing about who they think would blow up the bathroom in the house, and they kind of made fun of Rollie, and Rollie didn't really like it about her blowing up the bathroom and sending her Big Debbie cakes on the toilet and exploding that bathroom up. Okay, so I think that would be good to see. Plus, Yoda seems to me like a girl that does track and field in her past, so I think she'll be able to keep up with the athleticism in the house. Okay, my next pick, you guys, would be Anne. So Anne Moore would be a heavy contender to me to be casted due to her OnlyFans and her physicality. Okay, because the girl is able to suck gas pumps and deep throat all sorts of things. So I would guess she would be able to do some other physical components too. I think she'll be able to keep up. Okay. And for drama purposes, y'all already know Anne, aka Bianca, gets into a lot of drama and gets her in trouble. And Bianca is the one that just stands behind the scenes and just watches. So I think I would cast her just based off of her personality and the fact that she'll bring drama. All right, so the next person I would cast, you guys, is Yummy P. Okay, and I know I think, wow, what a throwback. Now, Yummy P, you guys, if you guys remember her on the show, her stripper skills and her dancing skills, the girl was able to keep up. Okay, she was able to do tricks and splits and dip it and do it all sorts of ways around the pole. So I think her physicality would outmatch a lot of these girls. I think she would be the one to watch, to be honest, because she would come like a dark horse and win probably the whole season just due to her physicality. So shout out to Yummy P. Plus, I think Yummy P, you guys already know. I'm here for Jocelyn, and Jocelyn's gonna pick me for the cabaret. She's very sneaky. Okay, don't let that light voice fool you. We see how she turns so quickly against against Miss Natural. So I'm telling you, that's the kind of girl you gotta keep your left eye on and kind of squint at her because she's doing some underhanded things behind your back. So just saying, guys, just saying. Okay. Next person I would cast, you guys, is Miss Wet Wet. Always thirsty, always wet. Okay, Miss Always Thirsty, Always Wet, Miss Wet Wet. And I call her that because you already know how I feel about Miss Wet Wet. I would want her to get casted just due to the fact I think she would really want the money and she would do anything to be able to win. I think she would backstab anybody in the house to be able to get that money, and that in itself would cause some drama. Plus, I want to see how her and Yummy P would interact because they're both small and petite in size and everything. I want to see how they would interact. So I would cast Miss Wet Wet based off of that because I think she'll cause some drama in the house. Plus, I do think she is in good standing with ZEUS. I don't think she's in bad standing with ZEUS at all. All right, so the next person I would stand casting is Biggie. Okay, so Biggie, not Biggie from Baddies West, Biggie from One More Chance. And the reason why I say that is because of storyline purposes. She's not the fittest or whatever, but Biggie and Rollie, like I said in the previous video that you guys saw, are not really getting along or whatever, and has thrown some, I guess, some funny shots at Rollie. Rollie didn't really appreciate it. So I think off of storyline purposes, that would be interesting to see her in the house with Rollie and Yoda and see if they would either kind of come together and cast votes and become an alliance together or kind of turn against each other. So shout out to Biggie, and I think she should be casted off of that. Okay. Honorable mentions I want to give up to is Jayla Mina. Okay, Jayla Mina seems to me very athletic. You already know she got the whole swimsuit line and everything. So Sister Girl, I think, could really keep up. And also Low London. We saw in that BGC 12 episode when they went out of the country. I think they went to Rome, I believe, and they were competing. Lo was very competitive, so I think if she were to be casted, she would be very, very competitive on the show. Okay, like I said, you guys, if they were to do the show, I believe the prize money should be $100,000, and there should be at least 8 to 9 guys cast and 8 to 9 girls cast, and one person wins at the very, very end. Okay, let me know what you guys think about this video, and we are out, babies.
No personal thing.